Oh my god!
Jade and Ava. Hey Jade, ready to go to Hawaii? Gosh, I can't believe we're finally going on this trip. Me too, just a week. Do you remember being 17 and planning for this? Of course I do. Those were the days. Man, this is gonna be so good. I can't wait to do this. I have so much planned out for us. Be careful. You know Iris only likes to sunbathe at the beach. Oh please. We'll get her to follow the itinerary. So are you done planning what you'll take with you? Yep, for the most part. It's actually not the packing or anything else that's giving me the most trouble right now. What is it then? My mother-in-law. Susan? What did she do now? God, she's getting on my very last nerve. I don't even know how she manages to do that. She's been after me all week, telling me to stay away from other men and that maybe I should just cancel. What? That just sounds absurd. Why would she say something like that unprovoked? Oh, she thinks that I'm having a bachelorette trip. And not just a good old vacation with my girlfriends. She's extra suspicious because you guys are still unmarried in your 30s. So in her head, that's a huge red flag. She thinks I'm gonna go out with you guys, meet lots of hot men, and then forget all about my morals. I mean, can you believe the sheer ridiculousness of it? Okay, wow. What the hell? Does she know that I've been with my boyfriend for over 7 years and the only reason we're not married yet is because, Gee, let me think. We don't want to. She's always seemed really unpleasant, but this is just plain weird. Not trusting your own daughter-in-law around other men? Yeah, good going, and definitely not a recipe for disaster. My thoughts exactly. I mean, this is just dumb. She's still trying to call me and get me to cancel the trip. Or, at the very least, take Leo along with me. What does Leo think about this? Well, you know how he is. He hates getting caught up in any sort of argument or drama or whatever, so he's just told me to ignore his mother. I mean, of course, he doesn't have an issue with me going by myself. He's the one who offered to pay for my tickets as well, but I said no. I wanted to do this by myself. I would have let him if I were in your place, just to make up for all the migraines his mother's giving you. Shut up. You're wicked. Anyway, I gotta go. I think Susan left her bag here last night after dinner and she's texting me relentlessly to have it sent to her immediately. Man, good luck with that. Thank God I don't have a mother-in-law like her. Anyway, bye. Jade and Susan. Did you find my handbag yet? It's got a lot of important stuff in it. I absolutely cannot lose it. Relax, I found it. It was near the foot of the coffee table. It must have fallen off and you forgot about it. Oh, thank goodness. All right, good. Susan, something just fell out of your handbag and I think we need to talk about it right now. No, we don't. Anything in my handbag is my business entirely, and we don't discuss my personal life. Yeah, we don't. We only discuss my personal life, right? Only my life should be under scrutiny because, God forbid, I even get to breathe freely for 1 second without your consent. Excuse me? What's that supposed to mean? A ticket for a flight to Hawaii fell out of your handbag, Susan, and coincidentally, it happens to be on the same day that I'm leaving for Hawaii with my girlfriends. Isn't that nice? Care to explain? I don't know what you're talking about. It's probably your own ticket. My name isn't Susan Brown as far as I remember. All right, fine. It's my ticket. I'm going to Hawaii. What's the big deal? So you're going to Hawaii on the same day as I am. Don't you think that's a bit suspicious? I'm gonna stay separately from you guys. I don't understand what the big deal is. I can go wherever I want. Oh, so you're not going there to follow me and keep tabs on me, right? You're going there of your own accord and you're not going to be stalking me, surely. No, I don't even know why you would think such a thing. I'm obviously not that type of person. How low is your opinion of me? I just find it a little weird that even though you plan on having nothing to do with me on this vacation, you still have an exact copy of my itinerary in your handbag. I mean, it's quite something. So what if I do? You can't have an issue with me going to Hawaii on the same dates as you. It's a free country and I can do whatever the hell I want to. I don't need you to sign off on it, you know? No, you don't. But then again, neither do I. I don't need your approval to go on a trip with all my girlfriends. I don't think you understand that yet. I don't even care about that. You can do whatever you want. So you're not going to be stalking me? I might end up in a few of the same places as you guys, but that doesn't count as talking. Yes, it most certainly does, especially since you're going to be doing it on purpose. It definitely does count as talking. What the heck are you talking about? I know what you're up to, and I know what you're trying to do, Susan. Seriously? What the hell is wrong with you? What's your bloody problem? You can't just leave me by myself for 10 days. No, I cannot. I don't even know why you have to go on this godforsaken trip. You have a perfectly amazing husband, and yet you're not happy. No, you want to go on a trip with all these unmarried women of questionable character. I mean, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with you? These women of questionable character have been my best friends since high school. We've been through thick and thin together, and all I wanted was to take a trip to Hawaii with them. We've been planning for this ever since we were teenagers. So what? Things were different back then. You were just a child. You're not a kid anymore, and you need to grow the hell up and realize that. You have a husband now, and if you're a respectable woman, you won't leave your husband and go on this bachelorette trip. I mean, God knows how many men you're gonna meet. Your husband is gonna keep you grounded and honest. What? What are you even talking about? Jesus, do you even hear yourself? I am not going there to meet men. Do you understand that? I'm going there with a couple of my best girlfriends to have fun. And just for your information, they might be unmarried, but that doesn't mean they're single. A few of them have been in relationships longer than my marriage, so I don't think I have anything to worry about, and neither do you. I love Leo, and I don't even want to see other men. So there, is that enough for you? No, it's not. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? It means that you can go on this trip only if I or Leo can accompany you and keep you in check, because I don't trust these bachelorette trips. You're bound to do something stupid and break my little boy's heart, and I'm not gonna let that happen, so I'm definitely gonna be coming with you. I think not. You're not coming anywhere with me. Do you understand that? I most certainly am. You should count yourself lucky that I'm even allowing you to go. Allow me? Sweetie, you're not someone I need to take permission from. I'm a grown woman with my own money, and I'm going on this trip without you tagging along. Whether you like it or not, I don't need you to approve of my decisions or my friends. Do you understand? You'll do nothing of the sort. Yes, I most certainly will. I'm gonna be telling Leo about this, and if you still carry on, well, you'll have hell to pay. Mark my words. Jade and Leo. Leo, you have to talk to your mother. I mean, really, this is just insanity. Whoa, hey, what's up? What did she do now? A ticket to Hawaii, and a copy of my itinerary fell out of her purse, and when I confronted her, she told me that she planned on following me to Hawaii so that she could keep tabs on whatever I was doing. Basically, she doesn't trust me enough and wants to make sure that I don't meet some hot Hawaiian man and cheat on you. This is ridiculous. Wow, I don't even know what to say right now except for how sorry I am about all of this. God, this is absolutely not okay. I don't even know why she's doing this. She's just making this so much more difficult and complicated than they have to be for absolutely no reason. You have to talk to her. It's about time that you told her off, because she's obviously not going to listen to me. She said that all my friends are women of questionable character just because they're not married in their 30s, and that hanging out with them is going to make me less reliable. I don't even know what her problem is. I know she likes to baby you and coddle you or whatever, but this is a bit over the line. I can't handle this. You have to talk to her and get her to back off, or I might have to take some drastic measures. Alright, well, hold on a second. I'll talk to her. Just calm down for a bit. I love you. Don't be mad at me. I should have just nipped this in the bud. But okay, hold on. Yeah, okay, love you. Well, I spoke to her, and I think we should think about a restraining order. Hold on, what? I'm serious now. Wait, hold on. Rewind. What did you guys even talk about then? I tried to explain to her that what she was doing was totally unhinged and messed up, and that she needed to back down right now, and she started yelling at me. She went on and on for 15 minutes about how she was trying to protect me from a woman like you and that I made a mistake by marrying you in the first place. She even went to the extent of saying that if you went on this trip, she would make sure that she makes you pay for it, and talked about hurting you physically. I don't want to get into that, but she threatened to harm you, Jade. I don't think I can take that lightly. Mom's always been a bit intense, but this is insane. This is not okay. I'm gonna call our lawyer right now. Wow, okay, alright. I'm sorry. I should have fixed this earlier. It's okay. You didn't know. Neither did I. We're gonna be okay. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I hope so. I'm getting in touch with a lawyer right now. I'll be home in an hour. Jade and Susan. Leo just texted me and told me to stay away if I don't want him, to call the cops. What the hell is this? And what's all this about a restraining order? Don't ask me. You're the one who planned on stalking me and even threatened to hurt me while talking to my husband. Ask yourself why this is happening. Make him stop right now, right this instant. It's too late. He's already talking to a lawyer and he's made up his mind. Well, you have to talk to him and make him stop, obviously. And why on earth would I do that? Do you think I'm crazy? You literally tried to stalk me and follow me around on a vacation with my girlfriends just to make sure that I wouldn't cheat. I mean, what sort of person even thinks about doing that, let alone actually act on it? I'm not going to tell him to stop. You brought this onto yourself, Susan. Just shut up. You don't even know what you're talking about. I was just looking out for my little boy. I didn't want him to get hurt because of you and your stupid friends. Your little boy is 32 years old. I'm sure he can look out for himself, Susan. And as for me hurting him, I wouldn't even dream of doing that to my husband. I love him and he loves me. And maybe you don't understand it, but we do. And that's enough for us. We don't have to prove it to you or anyone. I think the only person we need to be protected from is you. How dare you say that? I'm his mother. You have no right to speak to me this way. You had no right to do what you did either. But that didn't stop you, did it? Now you're just gonna have to suck it up and face the consequences of what you did. I don't think you even realized that while trying to hurt me, you ended up hurting your own son. I didn't hurt him. How dare you say that? You know what? A restraining order isn't gonna do anything. Nobody can save you from me now. I'm gonna show you what it means to pick a fight with me. You really messed with the wrong mom. Thanks for Dee's text. This is just gonna help our case more. Honestly, Susan, you need serious help. I don't know what your bloody problem is, but you seriously need to leave us the heck alone. Yeah? I'll let you ruin my son's life? No way. I'll see you soon. Leave me alone, or I'll make sure you rot in jail for the rest of your miserable little life. Goodbye. Finally, I blocked Susan immediately and decided not to think about her and ruin my vacation. She'd ruined enough of my days already, and I wasn't about to let her affect my life anymore. I was done trying to be civil and maintain the peace, especially after what she just tried to do. It made my blood boil to even think that this despicable woman was having dinner with us last night. I decided to get busy with making a checklist of the things I'd need until Leo got home. I was an independent movie critic and worked on my own time, so I had plenty of time to kill. Finally, after 2 hours, Leo returned with our lawyer and a lot of paperwork. Apparently, he had decided to go through with filing a restraining order that very day and wanted to get it done within the week. I obliged and sent them all the screenshots of my text exchange with Susan and also showed them the airplane ticket to Hawaii and the copy of my itinerary that I'd found in her bag. It was sufficient to prove that she had been trying to stalk me, and the threats of causing me bodily harm were just a cherry on top. I also learned that Susan had gotten the itinerary by snooping in my room, and That just creeped me out even more. I was glad that this was happening because I simply couldn't imagine dealing with this psycho anymore. We had a pretty strong case and got the temporary order that day itself. After 3 days, since Susan had decided to contest the order, we were called into court to decide what was to be done about the situation. However, when her lawyer brought up all the threats and the stalking and snooping, it was pretty clear that she was not safe to be around. When it was decided that we would definitely be getting the restraining order against her, she totally lost her cool and began to yell at us right outside the courtroom and had to be physically restrained by the guards outside. She said the most awful things and said that she wished I would get into an awful accident while on my way to Hawaii. I was horrified that she was acting like this. It was Leo who took me back home safely. That was the last we heard from her before going no contact. We were finally done with this nightmare of a woman. I did end up going on that trip with my girlfriends, and we had a total blast. And contrary to popular belief, we didn't need any men to have fun. It was just us, the sun and the sand. We sunbathed, went scuba diving, and even wore grass skirts. It was one of the best times I've ever had with them and totally put everything out of my mind. And the best part was that my husband was actually so happy for me. No insecurities and no jealousy. That's how a marriage should be, in my opinion. I'm just so grateful that I have the most fabulous friends and the best husband in the whole wide world.